check this out. I'm gonna teach you how to become a barber or a cosmetology. How to get your license. How to become licensed barber, esthetician, or cosmetology. The niche that I'm in, it's barber, right? So I'm gonna teach you how and what are the proper steps you should take. And there is 3 routes to take in order for you to become what you desire to become, right? The first thing is research, development.
Prestige. Worldwide. Why?
Worldwide. The first word in entertainment.
First word.
Do your research. Once you do your research, now you decide what's the best step for you. The research you should be making is what type of route you want to go and fits your schedule, because there's life gets in the way. What suits you better, what you're willing to sacrifice, and what type of stage you are in life, right? Because what works for you won't work for me, what worked for me won't work for you. And that's just how it is, right? I'll tell you the path that I took and the right path that you should take that is more financially beneficial, right? So the first route, private. That's private money, your own hard-earned money, and you go private to a private school, right? Cash. Or if they offer, which that's the world we live in, payments. But they're huge payments, just be wary of that. And you work something with the school. You've heard of the Palm Mitchell School, heard of this school, Orange County Barber, Los Angeles Barber, wherever you are, Riverside Barber, whatever the school it is you go, that's the private roadway, right? That private roadway, there's perks, pros and cons. The pro about it, you don't answer to anybody but the school, and you could directly talk to them. The con about it is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's private money, right? It's expensive. How much, I can't really tell you specifics, or because I didn't go that route, and I'd be lying to you if you're in a different state, county, etc., etc. And times change. I didn't go that route. There's a lot of people that I know that went that route, and from there on, you can kinda set your days and hours and times depending on the school again, right? The route that I took was through community college, through your college. There's campuses and colleges around your district, around your city, around the place that you live, that you should log in, type it in. There goes where the research comes in. And research the community college, and if they offer a program of barber school, cosmetology, etc., through the state board, right? So what they do is, if the school itself, if the college itself does not provide chairs or has a classroom lab to cut hair, practically a barbershop, to take the classes there, if it doesn't carry it or have one, what they'll do is they'll give you a list of addresses, or they give you a specific address where you should go. And those schools, they're private schools as well, but those schools are tied up and work with the colleges. They work with the colleges, and it's a better value, a more financial, smart way to go. There's times that they'll pay half of it, and if you're lucky, like I was part of lucky, they'll pay the full tuition 100%. The pro, that is the pro. The con, you have to have discipline. You have to be disciplined because they're a little bit more strict. Just like in school, if you're tardy, if you're late, if you miss classes, they'll mark it that, and they'll kick you out because now you're wasting some potential future. You're wasting their time when they're giving you the free money when somebody really wants to sign in, and it gets packed so much that everybody's trying to get free. It's free. So they'll kick you out next until you're ready and you reapply again. So that's the route I took. I got lucky where I was paying half of it out of my pocket, and then I had to transfer to a school where they paid half of it. So that was pretty dope. That's the second route. That's the one route that I took. The third route, which I have no experience, I haven't heard, but from what I've read, there are certain barbershops that work with the school, meaning they are state board accredited to work with the student on hands. So you put class hours, you go to the barbershops, which is called an apprenticeship program, right? So you're an apprentice at the barbershop. But this barbershop, you cannot just go to any barbershop. It has to be a state board approved barbershop. And you go in, you sign your hours, the owner or whoever's running it or however they work, they sign you off. And every time you're accumulating hours until you set the right amount of hours that the state board needs. So through all those three routes, you get accredited, you get all the credits, you get all the hours and the state board hours and everything that you have, and you complete them. And once you complete them, you send the paper that the school will give you, or the barber shop for the apprenticeship will give you a code and everything, and you send it to the state board. Once you send it to a state board, you log into I think it's breeze.ca.gov. That you go, you make an account. Here's my hours, I completed them. They check with the school, everything complies. Cool, man, you're ready to go. You're ready to take the state board test to become a licensed barber, cosmetologist, esthetician, etc. And you go, they give you the address, a time, place, date. You pay the fee, which is $100, $200, depending where you at for the test. You pass it, there and there, you get your license. And that's pretty much it. But if I got something wrong, let me know in the comments. I'll reply, and we could all learn from this. But that's so far what I know. Peace.